Alright, welcome back everyone. I'm Niz. You're watching NizCast, and we are in the finals of SCS, the Semi-Pro Cup Series. We have Team Pikachu, or Team Pika, or Team CWDD, whatever you want to call them. They're going to be playing on the Radiant side. We've seen a few games of them so far. And they're going to be going up against the new challenger on the Dire side, Team SGNM, which, just finding out, stands for Sakula God No Mercy.
Dire Team Ban.
I still actually don't know what that means, but they're going to be playing on our Dire side. And thank God they opened with a ban on the Broodmother, so no more Broodmother Rat, despite the fact that it was I mean, it's good to see. It's good to see it executed well. It's not fun to watch, but it's good to see it executed well. And I'm a firm believer in the fact that you can have two different kinds of good Dota games. Dota games that are really, really close, and there's constant back and forth, or even stomps can be really, really good Dota games. It's good Dota. I just like watching it either way. And you know what? Rat Dota falls into that as well. But yeah, we've got a draft underway. We got Mr. Sizzo joining us in chat, and he's a little bit behind. He's yelling at me to change the overlay. I have the overlay gone. We have the draft in full screen. The reason why it wasn't changed immediately is because I was too busy in chat talking to you. But now it's in full screen. You can see it and all that stuff. We've got Rage Plant and Reno joining us as well. But yeah, let's catch up in this draft. We've got Sniper, Broodmother, Clockwork, and Axe getting banned out by the Dire side. The Radiant side is banned out Batrider, Troll Warlord, Shadow Fiend, and Medusa. The Dire opened with Juggernaut first pick. Radiant responded with Lion and Storm Spirit, and then Dire picked up the Skywrath Mage. So we are going to see a Juggernaut. I feel like this hero's been completely skipped over and completely ignored the last couple casts. But we are finally going to see it. So I'll expect big things. I'm setting this Juggernaut up to fail. But expect big things. I want to see a Juggernaut dominate the game, because we don't see enough Juggernaut. And people that play pubs every day probably hate me for saying that, because they probably see Juggernaut every game. It's pretty much instant pick, Troll, Jug, Sniper. But we haven't seen enough Juggernaut recently, so expect big things. But yeah, we've got a Lion and Storm Spirit for Team Pikachu. We saw Showstopper saw him on the Storm Spirit last game and really struggled in the laning phase. They put a lot of pressure on him, and he really, really struggled. But he climbed back on into this game. He found the farm, he found the XP, and he got back in, and he finished really, really strong. So they're going to look to put, well, actually, he's going to look to put himself on that hero again, because he's the one drafting. And, well, they're taking quite a bit of time here to decide on their third pick. They're dipping well into the reserve time, only 16 seconds left, and they choose to go with Dazzle. So they're going to have Lion Dazzle support duo. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that support Dazzle, or support combo. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, we've got a Lion and Dazzle. So Mr. Sizzo, with his prediction, says, PA pick or Void? And I'm going to assume that he's saying for Team Pikachu. Typically, you wouldn't want to pick PA against a Lion pick. Those instant disables are so strong. And yeah, he also have the burst. You have everything to deal with a PA, so you typically don't want to be picking that. But I think
5 seconds
Void would be pretty good for the Dire side.
Dire Team.
Ooh, okay. So we've got a Lone Druid picked up. I like it. I actually watched a little bit of the Complexity versus Wheel games that were played well before the cast, and Complexity picked Lone Druid and went with a very push-oriented lineup, and it worked. So, well, spoilers.
10 seconds
It worked.
remaining.
And so look to see. I don't really see them
remaining.
being able to do exactly that same kind of thing.
Reserve time.
But now Dire trying to decide what they're going to go with. I think Void actually wouldn't be that bad. That bad of a pick. They did pick up the Earthshaker to go with the Skywrath Mage. They have one of my favorite support duos. And two very offensive, very mobile. Although, I mean, they don't have mobility enhancing abilities, but they do like to move around quite a bit. So they're all about putting pressure on the map early on. We saw the Storm Spirit struggle with that the game before, so maybe Sakula God No Mercy can continue to put that pressure on. But now they're the ones dipping well into the reserve time, trying to decide how they should go with this lineup. They've already got their Juggernaut, which most likely is going to be in the safe lane. Then they've got the support duo to complement it. Now they need to decide what they're going to park in the off lane, what they're going to park in the mid lane to go up against potentially the Storm Spirit in the mid lane. It's going to be a Queen of Pain, great pick.
Radiant team ban.
So, but Queen of Pain still doesn't. Queen of Pain still doesn't actually determine their lanes, though. That could be in the mid lane.
Remaining.
Queen of Pain versus Storm Spirit matchup, or could put the Queen of
5
Pain in the
seconds
off lane.
remaining.
If you have been watching any of Secret lately, they absolutely love Queen of Pain. They pick that hero pretty much every single game.
Dire team ban.
And we are going to have a Centaur War Runner as the last ban for Team Pika. And now Sakula God No Mercy, waiting for their last ban.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Sizzo's a little
remaining.
mad in chat. He's a little mad. The Void is still a potential. Still a potential.
Radiant team.
Slark is the ban that they're going to go with. Now Team Pikachu. I don't know if they're looking... I don't know what they're looking for. Are they looking for an off lane, or are they going to look for a safe lane and put the Lone Druid in the off lane? Most recently, Lone Druid has been played a lot in the off lane when he was like a current pick. But Complexity actually ran him in the safe lane.
10 seconds remaining.
It'd be interesting to see if Team Pikachu
5
looks to do the
seconds
same
remaining.
thing, or maybe they
Reserve
they
time.
just put him in the off lane. But they're only going to have 10 seconds to make up their mind here. They're going to go with a Lycan.
Dire team pick.
Huh. So it is push. It is push. So that tells me that Storm Spirit's mid, Lone Druid's off lane, Lycan safe lane. The Lion Dazzle probably going to be safe lane with the Lycan. Huh.
10 seconds remaining.
What's interesting is, can they leave...
5 seconds
Can one of the
remaining.
supports move away from that bottom lane if they're up against Queen of Pain
Reserve time.
to help the Storm deal with any kind of pressure? If the Queen of Pain's in the mid lane, then I think they'd be perfectly fine. But then they'd need to have a hero mid.
10 seconds remaining.
Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Beastmaster. Okay, so it's going to be Beastmaster in the off lane, Queen of Pain in the mid lane, Jug, Sky, Earthshaker top. So they should be able to only... They should be able to move one of their support heroes away from the bottom lane and put him mid to protect the Storm Spirit against the Earthshaker roams. The thing that's key is because they've got Lone Druid in the off lane, that means it's actually going to be difficult for Earthshaker to even roam away from the top. And certainly they can't just have the Skywrath roam away, although it's going to be just as difficult for him to roam away. This is going to be an interesting game. So let's introduce the teams and the players. We've got on the Radiant side, Team Pika, aka Team
Prepare for
CWDD,
battle.
in the brackets. playing their Storm Spirit once again. It's going to be Showstopper Sama. Then we've got Little Green on the line. We have LMFAO, Who Cares, Haha XD on the Lycan. We got Zing on the Lone Druid. And we have Vitamin C on the Dazzle. On the Dire side, we have the new challengers. We have Team SGNM, aka Sakula God No Mercy. And they're going to be, well, running right down into the Radiant Jungle. As we've got Izana G on the Juggernaut leading the way. Behind him is Once on the Queen of Pain. We have Get
30
Ovas
seconds to battle.
on the Beastmaster / Rexar, whatever you want to call him. We have 126 on the Earthshaker, and we have 33 on the Skywrath Mage. Well, we've got Boots first on the Earthshaker, so he is looking to be doing a lot of moving around. And expect him to continue to do so.
The battle begins.
Looks like we got the Bounty Rune going to the Queen of Pain as well as the Storm Spirit, so both mid-heroes getting the Bounty Rune. As all the heroes making their way to their lanes. We had one Observer Ward already getting placed out by the Radiant side, and that's going to block up the pull. Besides that, the Dire on their little venture into the Radiant Jungle got an Observer Ward to help the Rexar there, as well as Magic Bush to block up both of those camps. Now this bear taking a lot of damage. It steals the creep wave, so getting Lone Druid that much needed farm. As he's way back. But in the top lane, we're going to have Juggernaut, Skywrath Mage, and Earthshaker going up against Lone Druid. In the mid lane, we're going to have Storm Spirit and Queen of Pain. Vitamin C is also... I have a feeling he's going to be hanging around mid quite a bit. If it's not him, it's going to be the Lion. In the bottom lane, we're going to have the Beastmaster up against the Lycan and Lion. And Vitamin C just making his way down there. So, exactly the lanes that we predicted. Spirit Bear taking a ton of damage here as it's going to go down. Fissure's going to get the kill there. 300 gold goes the way of the Earthshaker. And a couple more of those, and he'll be halfway to his Blink Dagger. Now 126, trying to get a wraparound here onto Zing. Fortunately, he won't get there in time to do so. We've got our bottom rune about to spawn. Get Ova's starting to camp it. He's there a little bit early. Little Green coming now to try to force him out. Vitamin C coming from the other direction to force him out. They will get the kill on the boar as well as secure that rune. It will be the Bounty Rune. Little Green will take that. And then the top rune was taken by
Swifter.
the bear for Lone Druid. 126, always looking to get this wraparound here. But Zing is, he knows what's up. He's playing a lot more cautious. Yeah, 126 really just not able to get anything done. Now he'll try to make a rotation back. But this Observer Ward is very, very key to really spotting these rotations from the Earthshaker. And that means Showstopper Sama is going to be playing really, really safe as a result. One, two, six. Once again, we'll go for the wraparound. Well, Zing's pushed up quite far here. He could get fissure blocked. Indeed, he will. And now he's going to walk up and he's going to body block. Here we go. We're going to have first blood. On to Zing as the spin's going to come out from Izana G. 126 will get the first blood. So that combined with the gold that he got from killing the bear. And he's already going to have his arcane boots. Just over 3-minute arcane boots on the support Earthshaker. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, top farmer in the game is actually this Lycan at 22 and 12. In the mid lane, it's pretty even. Although Queen of Pain slightly out ahead. 18 and 6 on her. 14 and 3 on the Storm Spirit.
Not on my watch.
Top lane, how's our Jug doing? 20 and 5. 21 and 5 now. So he's 4 CS behind the Lycan. Get Ovis. About level 3.5. Now he's going to get a bounty rune, so just past 3.5. Only 4 CS. Take a look at the Lycan. He's about 4.5. But he's at 9 CS. But I think it stands to reason that he needs a little bit more. So the fact that he's a little bit ahead of the Beastmaster I don't think is the biggest thing in the world. As you'd expect a Lone Druid to be able to get more XP in the offlane anyways. Because he can, well, he can do exactly what the Spirit Bearer is going to do right now, which is going to go and grab this next creep wave as it comes and brings it back to his tower form.
You are simply not worthy.
Once. Putting a bunch of pressure on to Showstopper Sama here, who's about to hit 6. He's just past 5.5. Once does have the opportunity to go for Showstopper Sama there, and he does. He throws out the Sonic Wave, and they get a kill. 1-2-6 with that nice rotation, lays down the fissure, allows it to happen. Showstopper Sama must be getting fed up with these damn Earthshakers stunning him when he's Storm Spirit. Now a little green in the mid lane. The Hawk will scout him out, I think. Yeah, they can see. They know the line's there. I mean, they could have from the creep wave, but the Hawk would have spotted it anyways. Showstopper Sama's going to go and farm up this this wave, or not this wave, this stack that has been created for him, and that's exactly what you want to do on a Storm Spirit. Zing. Oof. Almost got blocked off by a fissure there. Like I said last game, Storm Spirit, if he falls behind like 0 and 2 start, he is just really struggling. It's very, very difficult for him to kind of be effective. He really is all about the snowball. And missed a kill in the bottom lane is Vitamin C. LMFAO, who cares? Managed to get a kill on to get Ovas just past the tier 1 tower. And that Beastmaster getting 6 is going to be quite important for them. As that's going to... He's pretty much the way that they're going to be able to kill the Lycan every fight. With him using his ultimate onto the Lycan. Otherwise they have no way of locking him down. Storm Spirit, they do have ways of locking him down because they have the silence. But when it comes to Lycan, he moves so damn fast. Yeah, sure, he can lay down a fissure, but that's not really going to hold him in place long enough. You need something bigger, like the Beastmaster ult. Roar, I believe it's called. Primal Roar. Showstopper sitting in the bottom lane, looking to get a jump on to get Ovas, so they can get another kill, and he's going to go, I imagine, right after this catapult dies. Does he show there? I don't think so. Here we go. He's going to jump right now onto the Beastmaster. Doesn't have pull though, but he should still be able to get a kill. We had a TP coming in as well. Skywrath and Earthshaker both coming on in. They're going to get a kill onto the Skywrath. And now 1-2-6 is in trouble. Both of them just TP'd into their death. As what was looking like it was just going to be a single kill, turns out to be 3. Once comes down here, lays down the Scream of Pain. It does hit the Lycan. It gets kind of low, but he'll just TP away and get more HP. So they don't get the tier 1 tower, but they do get 3 kills. They just wanted 1, but they got 3. That was a little bit of a disaster for Sakula God No Mercy.
Double damage.
Little Green off to a pretty good start. He's at 950 gold on this lion, so he's already halfway to his Blink Dagger. We got the Mask of Madness on the Juggernaut, flying in right now. Nothing else too surprising here. We got the Vlads up on the Lycan. There we go. The Mask of Madness is delivered. The Cur getting hit by the bear. And 126 laid down a fissure in the mid lane. Must have been onto the little green because he took some damage. But I guess once just wasn't close enough to get anything done because he did have ult available. Showstopper just TP'd to the mid lane. They're going to look to try and get something onto once here. I think they'd need to lead with a Hex. It's going to be a little bit difficult for Little Green to get in range to do so. Showstopper Sama will just push him back. They don't know that 126 is sitting back here in the trees. Both teams just basically sitting around in the lanes, playing a much slower game than we've typically been accustomed to in previous nights of SCS. But rather fitting for tonight. We are going to have a smoke from both supports as well as the offlaner from the Dire side. Maybe once is going to come meet up with them. But they're going to run uphill. They're going to find Vitamin C, who sidesteps the fissure a little bit. But that actually just traps him, but he's going to go down. There's pretty much no way he was getting on out of there. They blew him up before he was even able to shallow grave himself. Now Little Green doing what he can to hide in the trees. He's chose to go up here rather than just back in the lane because he figured he was going to be a little bit vulnerable there. In the end, he'll be fine. Showstopper Sama rotates back. We just lost the Lone Druid up in the top lane. I'm guessing Omni Slash came out. Yes, it did. So once again, 126 making a rotation up to make that happen with the fissure. Oh, Vitamin C. I thought he was going to keep trying to get vision there, and he was going to end up in wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, he's making a rotation over here.
Shadow Wave!
And these heroes could actually just jump up and kill him, but they won't because they don't know where all these other heroes are. Both teams just really, really passively farming away. It looks like Team Pika's once again going to be alright with just playing the rat style and just playing real slow. The only heroes that we've really seen moving around is maybe a little bit of this Queen of Pain. The Storm Spirit's been moving around a little bit too. But the biggest mover is definitely going to be the Earthshaker this game. And let's take a look at how it's worked out for each team. Team Pika off to a little bit of a lead, 1,000 gold ahead. And we switch over to the XP graph, and it's about 1750, just over 2,000 gold in favor of Team Pika. Or XP, sorry. Net worth, top net worth in the games are Lycan. He's 1,000 ahead of second place, which is the Juggernaut. And the Queen of Pain, who's, well, 1,100 gold ahead of the Storm Spirit.
Here I am!
Offlane Lone Druid. About 1,000 ahead of the offlane Beastmaster.
Dire's middle tower
Little Green
is
up
under
to
attack.
1,600 gold now. And Godova's 126 and 33. Once again, trying to make another one of those rotations. Won't be able to find anyone. We have another TP up to the top lane. It's the Queen of Pain. And they're going to look to get a kill onto Zing here. And they're going to jump on in immediately. And Zing's going to drop real low real quickly. Bear doesn't even get an entangle to help him out. Not that I think it would.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, sweet!
Dire's bottom
We had
tower is
a
under attack.
weave getting laid down in the mid
Dire's
lane.
structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
There we go. Our first tower goes down in the bottom lane. And looks like we may potentially... No, never mind. Not with once showing in the mid lane. They're not going to push. Once taking quite a bit of damage, but they still don't
Radiant's
have
top tower is
finger
under
available.
attack.
Still a minute before that's going to be back up. Zing in trouble in the top lane. Azana G getting the kill there. Showstopper will TP on
Under
in,
attack.
but Azana G will just TP away. He's spinning. They can't do anything to him to stop it. So he just TPs away. And we do have a pause. I'm going to take this, take a moment here to take a sip of water.
My thanks.
Well, we had to resume. And we're back into this one. As once gets an illusion rune. One, 2, 6 TPs to the mid lane, and he hasn't really made any progress towards his blink dagger. He's been picking up other items. And,
Dire's
well,
top
they're going to
tower
use one of
is
those right
under
now. As
attack.
it's going to be the smoke. Now this time, Azana G is going to be with them, and they're actually going to go into Roche. Going to try to snake a Roche, and I think they're definitely going to get away with this. I don't really see... Oh, never mind. LMFAO immediately pings it out. He knows what's up. Wolf runs in there and dies. They definitely know. Another wolf's going to go in and continue to scout it. And they're going to look to engage. They have to do it quickly, though, because Roche is about to go down. Fissure will block off everyone. Vitamin C gets trapped on the other side. Roche goes down. Azana G takes the Aegis. 1, 2, 6 lays down the Echo Slam. And I think that's going to be it. Everyone's just going to kind of disengage.
Dark light.
So what could have been a huge blood... Oh my. We just had a dead Juggernaut. Aegis used on an ancient camp. Wow.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Well, at least Roche is off the
Top
board.
tower is under attack.
I can't believe that just happened. But anyways, what could have been a big battle at Roche turned out to, well, not been anyone dying.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under
And
attack.
Storm jumping up in the top lane. Once just took the top tower, but it cost him his life. That Showstopper with the ball lightning gets a kill there. That's going to allow him to complete his second Oblivion Staff. And he's getting pretty damn close to getting the gold to finish that Orchid recipe. How's the Lone Druid doing? Well, doesn't really have all that much. 700 gold on hand. Still hasn't completed his Midas. We do have a Necrobook 2 on the Lycan. And another smoke coming out from the Dire side. Again, this time on the Juggernaut. But with Roche off the board, they're going to look to get a kill with this one. But Radiant definitely knows what's up. They're all playing back. No one's even chipping away, even trying to soak any XP in this mid lane. So they're playing very, very safe. They're going to try to make the rotation around in time with the smoke, but they won't get there in time. So if there was any vision here from the Radiant side, they would have been spotted out, which makes this play a lot more risky. And, well, which means they're probably not going to go for it. But they were just making their way to the bottom, where Showstopper actually just got a solo kill onto once.
Over here now.
And he had the Orchid, so that's going to allow him to do it. There comes the Roar, followed by the Omni Slash, but Shallow Grave is there from Vitamin C, who just TP'd on in. And Showstopper Sama will get out of there. So Gedovas
Dire's structures are fortified.
and Azana G unfortunately can't get that kill despite dropping Storm Spirit down to 1 HP. While that was going on, Zing, LMFAO, and
Regeneration.
Little Green take down the mid tier 1 tower, and they're going to keep pushing this mid tier 2 as they can see all the heroes in the bottom lane. They see 126 TPing on in, but he's the only one.
Dazzle.
You do need to be a little careful of once who just respawned.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gedovas just buying a Blink Dagger. We have Necro 3 coming out from the Lycan. Here comes the TP from Azana G. 33 off to the side. Tier 2 will go down, and there won't be an engage. Gedovas will use his Blink to blink away. We're going to lose 33, who has just disconnected from the game. That was really unfortunate. I think he disconnected, started heading back, and then he got picked off. Now the game will be paused. That was unfortunate. They had the Blink up, but they still don't have the Primal Roar up, so they weren't able to engage there. That was just really unfortunate. They had to basically sacrifice their tier 2 tower there. And I think they knew that they wanted to come back and defend it, but the problem was that they didn't really have the means to defend it. So in the end, I guess they shouldn't have come back, and they should have just stayed bottom and keep pushing bottom tier 2 tower. I don't think they would have been able to destroy the tier 2 tower, but I think they would have at least got some good damage on it. Or maybe they would have been able to destroy it. It did take quite a bit of damage. 400 damage. Well, 327 damage, but... yeah, either way, it would have been probably a better use of their time than coming back and really doing nothing in their defense. They just basically all stood around, held hands, and watched their tier 2 tower go down. But, well, unfortunately, we do have a pause here, so I'm going to throw it to music. I'm going to save my voice because I can already feel it going. And, well, hopefully this won't be too long. Oh hey,
Dire's top tower
casting a
is
game of
under
Dota.
attack.
We're unpaused. We're good to go. It's been a while there, but my goodness, what the hell was going on in this game? We had well, we have Team Pika. They've smoked up as 2. The Lion and the Dazzle trying to make their way up into the tops. Maybe stay behind Showstopper. They're going to look to try and get a pick off. I'm not sure if Jug's the target, though. They have Orchid to stop him from being able to Omnislash, even though Omnislash is on cooldown and it comes up right now. But he does have Manta to be able to get out of that. But they got the ability to Hex. And with that burst damage, they're able to do it. I completely forgot that Little Green had his Blink Dagger up. He was able to do so. Showstopper went to TP on out. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to do so. But Shallow Grave will keep him alive for a bit. But Vitamin C is going to go down. Now we're going to lose Showstopper as well. Now Zing's on the run as well. They're going to actually lose 4 here. It's what was looking like it was a good pickoff. Them getting Jug did not pan out. Now Lycan's going to come in. He's going to quickly get rid of 126. Now 33 is going to go down. And just like that, he evens it up.
Is under attack.
Lycan runs in and saves the day. Question is, will they be able to get a tower on the back of it? I think they will. They had the Queen of Pain rotating away. Jug will be respawning now. But oh my goodness, that tower went down so fast. I haven't seen much of Lycan recently, and you almost forget how quickly he can take down towers. Mind you, that was a tier 1 tower, and we're, it's a level 14 Lycan 21 minutes into the game. Maybe it's just the fact that we haven't had any pushing going on. Little Green places an Observer Ward up there. This Observer Ward did spot it for the Dire side, and immediately it gets pinged out by the Earthshaker.
Gold for me.
Well, we're going to have Shapeshift coming up, 14 seconds. Necro 3 is going to be coming up as well. BKB getting finished. So will they look to make it make a push for another tower? Or keep farming? Maybe they're waiting for the BKB on the Storm to really start pressing. Little Green seems to always be waiting, sitting in behind Showstopper, so if they try to gank him, he's always there with the Blink Hex. We are going to have a smoke coming out from once, 33 and get Ovis. There's Shaker just doing a little bit of counter warding there. Throw out a fissure, I'm not really sure what for. A bear. They're going to get a wraparound here onto Showstopper. Oh my goodness, they're not going to be able to find it. They're going to find Little Green, who jumps in, gets the Hex. Unfortunately, he should have jumped away and then just TP'd as he's going to go down.
You should be honored.
I think he, I don't know, I think he heard the zip from the Storm Spirit and thought their Storm Spirit was going in. Fortunately, Goofy having more problems with watching the stream. I don't think it has anything to do with my bitrate or your download. I think it's Twitch, man. I've been having problems with streams lately too, and everything looks fine on my end. No drop frames, nothing like that. It's the problems that I've been having typically. And one of my other friends have been having this issue too. This is typically happening with streams that don't have transcoding options. So basically the streams that you can't adjust source quality, high, medium, low, anything like that. Like I could watch a stream with essentially a higher bitrate on source than I could one that I couldn't actually switch. We're going to see 33 get picked off. Their spike's going to go out. It's going to stun up 126. That's going to allow them enough time to get the kill into Zanet G. And then 126 will allow them to get the kill into Showstopper, but it's going to cost him his life. Get Ovis blinks away.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now they're gonna go back, kill up the creep wave, help their creep wave push, and look to take this tier 2 tower, which they should be able to take. I don't really see them defending without their juggernaut.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They will
Dire's
use
structures
Fortify
are
to
fortified.
delay a little bit.
Radiant's middle
Once again,
tower is
another
under
ward
attack.
gets placed, but under the vision of the Hawk, so it will get countered.
Radiant's middle tower is
We'll
under
take that
attack.
tier 2 now. They're just going to back away. And we kind of continue waiting for cooldowns, and then eventually they're going to try to push another tower. But Godovas wants to speed things up. He blinks forward, throws out a roar onto Vitamin C. But unfortunately, 33 just wasn't close enough. And I don't think he realized how many Radiant heroes were there. Now they're going to chase after Godovas. Godovas getting quite low. Weave goes down. He gets entangled, but he's actually not going to get finished off. Zing is in the middle of everything. The bear desperately trying to focus down 33, but not able to get the finishing blow there like and will. Zing trying to juke and jive. He will just get finished off by the Queen of Pain as she throws out the Sonic Wave. Now Ball Lightning comes in from Showstopper Sama, who will just turn around and go after once, who has been CC'd by the Lion. Meanwhile, the Lycan is mowing through heroes as he chases down Beastmaster, and then after he gets the kill there, then he goes after the Earthshaker, getting that kill as well. The only one left alive is the Juggernaut, who's all the way down at the bottom rune. And he says, you know what, if you guys are going to do that, there's no way I can defend. I'm just going to go after Roche. It's going to cost us our racks, but like you said, he's not going to be able to defend as it is.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
No, the mid set of racks will go down. That's the progress on Roche, about
Dire's
half.
middle barracks
Now they're going to move up to the top. It's tier 3. We'll go down pretty quickly. They don't have the Necro books up. So it's not going down as quickly as it potentially could be. And it's still 35 seconds on that cooldown, but the tier 3's down.
Dire's top tower
Now the
has
Rax is
fallen.
going down. Still,
Dire's top
Roche.
barracks are under attack.
We'll go down now.
Has fallen to the Dire. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
now the Juggernaut will TP back just in time for the Queen of Pain to
Dire's
respawn,
top
but they
barracks
have lost
has
their top
fallen.
set of racks. Now they're going to try to chase and potentially get a kill on this retreating Team Pika. Ball Lightning will jump in. Azana G getting bursted as well. It looks like he's going to go down. We've already lost our Storm Spirit. And there we go. The Juggernaut goes down, but he will respawn with the Aegis. And will they look to re-engage? They don't really have anything available to them. They got their Echo, but besides that, no other cooldowns are up. They do have Omni Slash in 9 seconds, so look for that once. Getting focused down, and he will go down to the Lycan. And now Azana G on the run. 1 second, he does have Omni Slash available. There comes the big Echo. It's going to stun up both Zing and, well, it's going to stun up everyone. It's going to get them the kill on a bunch of supports. And now the Lycan's going to go down. The only one left alive for the Radiant side is Zing. So what was looking like kind of a back and forth fight, oh my goodness, the neutral's almost getting the kill onto Zing there, dropping him down to 16 HP. But what was looking like potentially a good turnaround for Team Pika just did not pan out for them. There was a huge Echo Slam that came out, and that allowed Azana G to be able to come out of the Hex and get his Omni Slash off. And it kept them in this game. They still have lost the 2 sets of racks, though. And that's going to be very, very difficult for them to come back from. It's going to put so much pressure on their lanes. Take a look at the gold graph. They're 14,000 gold behind. And, well, only about a 5,000 XP deficit. We got a mech picked up by the Dazzle. Not too sure how effective a mech is going to be 30 minutes into the game. But it will help a little bit with the push.
Where's the party?
Ball Lightning coming out from Showstopper Sama. Getting forced to use his BKB. And they're going on Godovas, but he'll actually have to jump away. Now the bear will look to retreat as well. Azana G also popped his BKB. And those are both, I believe, 10-second BKBs getting used. No, it was a 9-second BKB from the Storm. My mistake. Spirit Bear getting focused down here. It will go down. Juggernaut, the one who will get the gold for that, as his illusion got the killing blow. Now 126 getting chased down by the Lycan. He will get a bash. I don't think he really needed the bash. It was just going to take him a little bit longer to get the kill if he didn't. But they get that kill, and they've got the kill on the Skywrath Mage. And will they look to just charge down mid and beat up on the two tier 4s? Oh, huge ball lightning from way back. Will force once to pop his BKB and run back to the fountain to get a little bit of regen. And Glyph getting used, keeping these tier 4s alive for a little bit longer. It looks like the first one's going to go down. The second one's already taking a beating from the Lycan. Little Green will throw out the finger onto Izana G, who is silenced up, and he does have Omni Slash available to him, just has 400 mana. The Astral comes down, gets the kill onto the Lycan. The throne getting quite low. Looks like this is going to be it. Huge Echo coming in. Once again, will this save them? I don't know. Zing trying to focus it down. Will they be able to get it? 600, 500 HP on the throne, and they will be able to fend them off. They managed to get all 5 heroes dead. But it is just 550, 600 HP on that Ancient. It will regen, but with it being completely exposed, I don't think it's going to regen enough for them not to just march down mid again. With Shapeshift off and Necro 3, they should just be able to go straight for it. They're already drawing on the minimap to march straight down mid and just go straight for the throne. So this one could be over very well in the next minute and a half. So I wonder, yeah, look at the gold coming back to
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
To Sakula God No Mercy. They did get some kills there, but I think this one's probably a little bit too far gone. They have to basically proactively kill them outside their base. They have to proactively go after them and kill them outside before they're able to push to the base. Huge ball lightning jumps onto Izana G. He does have BKB, but he's not going to be able to use it because he keeps getting CC'd. There we go. The BKB will get proc. They're going to get the kill onto both Once and Izana G. Both of them don't have buyback, and this one should be it. Fisher's going to slow them down, but still, they're just going to go right down mid. 33 is going to go down as well. GG will get called, and we will have our victor as CWDD, aka Team Pika, will win tonight's SCS. It wasn't a ton of teams, but still, they win SCS tonight, and well, hopefully this is just a warm-up for Sunday, where despite it being a long weekend, looks like we're probably going to have a good number of teams turning out. We've got $100 on the line on Sunday. Typically, we don't have any money on the line, but Sunday we will. And it's always nice to get a little bit of money in your pocket, along with the bragging rights. But Team Pika will just take the bragging rights tonight. And they played maybe not the most exciting Dota, but they played pretty structured. They played pretty disciplined Dota, and allowed them to win, well, every game that we saw from them tonight, and allowed them to win the tournament. So congratulations to them. Congratulations, well, to all the teams that we saw tonight for the games that they won and all the games that they played, even if they did lose them. And I believe that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Once again, I'm Niz. Hopefully you enjoyed the cast. Streaming live on twitch.tv/NizCast. So make sure you hit a follow button and check out the channel. Besides that, you can follow me on Twitter @NizCast, where I tweet about what I'm casting and all that stuff. Actually, did I even... Oh my god, I'm such an amateur. I didn't even send out my tweet for the finals. Well, I guarantee you my tweeting will be better in the future, as apparently it was not too good tonight. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter @NizCast, and you can also subscribe to me on youtube.com/NizCast, where I upload all the VODs from all the games I cast tonight, and I'll even put an annotation in there so that you can skip that long-ass pause that we had in the middle of this game. But yeah, like I said, that's going to round it up for me tonight. We've had a bunch of people in chat talking tonight, so that was cool. That's always good to see. And we had a couple new faces, a couple new followers. So that's great to see as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. Hopefully you'll come back on Sunday night and join us for 3 or 4, maybe even 5 rounds of SCS. And yeah, that's it for me. Thanks everyone for watching. Everyone have a good night and have a good long weekend.